Hey, what's up guys? I had some issues with this video on YouTube and I couldn't get it resolved, so I had to take the video down. I'm just gonna play the recording of the video back for you guys and record that and then repost it. So if you saw this earlier and I took it down, that's what happened. Sorry about that. Alright, here we go. Hey, what's up everybody? Danny Lightning back with another CSR2 video. We're going to talk about the launch button on live racing. That used to really screw me up, and I'm getting requests for launch button videos, so I guess I'm not the only one that gets screwed up by the launch button. Alright, first we're going to talk about update 2.10. There's a bunch of new cars being added. Alright, some of them are really cool. I'll put a list of all those cars down in this video's description if you would like to see that. And besides the new cars, they're not really adding anything too special. I think they said there's going to be a flash event, and they're going to add some more of the best of British stuff into that next upcoming update. That's really all they told us. So if there's more to it, that's all I know. So anyways, if you want to see the list of new cars, I'll put them all in this video's description. Alright, I see I haven't got the new update yet, and that's fine. It'll be out eventually for me. I'm not sure when it's actually coming out, but we're going to talk about the launch button. There's really not much to it. The launch button is very, very simple. The problem is, you got to get used to it. Practice is what you need here. So let's go ahead and do a test run. I'm going to set it to a 1/4 mile, and I'm going to turn manual launch on. That means I'm going to have to use the launch button, so I can just do test runs over and over and over until I get a feel for this launch button. So basically, you got a countdown. It goes 3, 2, 1, go, and as soon as go pops up, you want to tap the launch button. Really, that's all there is to it. I mean, that may be easier said than done, but you'll get to the point where you'll get the hang of it. So watch. All right. I'm going to say launch when you're supposed to be tapping the launch button. 3, 2, 1, launch. And that's really all there is to it. So just sit there and do these test runs with the launch button enabled over and over and over. The nice thing is, in like everything except for live racing, you don't have to worry about the launch button. Now I remember I got my first tier 2 car because for some reason in live racing, tier 1 cars don't have to do the launch button. I got my first tier 2 car and I went into live racing and I was all excited. It was actually this KJ's Rocket Bunny actually, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go live racing and beat some people up with this new car. And guess what? The car would not take off. The guy would just fly down the track and I'd still be on the starting line and I'd be like, what the heck's going on? And I got on Google and I searched it, like how to take off on live racing, like what's going on? And after, like, I couldn't find anything. And like for some reason I didn't notice that this button now said launch instead of nitrous, because the launch button is in the same exact spot as your nitrous, which is kind of weird. But eventually I found something that said, it might have even been one of the guys in my crew that said, hey, there's a launch button now where the nitrous is. And I went, oh. But anyways, check it out. 3, 2, 1, launch. So as soon as I say launch, I'm tapping that launch button. There's really not much to it. It's just something that takes some getting used to. And it used to really, really slow me down when I first started using it. Because like for some reason my hands were not used to launching. They were used to just doing nothing when I said go, because the tier 1 cars didn't have to launch. And when I started having to do the launch button, I didn't have that muscle memory yet. So that's what it is. You do learn muscle memory. Like it comes to second nature now. Now even if I'm doing like, check this out. Let me turn this off. Even if I'm doing a normal run where it doesn't require the launch button, I still tap the nitrous button now for the launch. Watch, I'll do it on this one. You'll probably hear the key click. Launch. Second the nitrous, alright? No matter what, I always tap that. It's a habit now. automatically happens. I don't even have to think about it. My finger just automatically taps that launch button as soon as I want the car to launch, whether I need to do it or not. And luckily that doesn't activate your nitrous as long as you hit the button right on time for launch. So yeah, this one's going to go on my CSR2 basic / beginners playlist, or whatever it's called, something like that. Let's go ahead and do one more, and I think this is pretty much going to wrap it up. There's not a lot to it. 3, 2, 1, launch. And you want to hit launch as close to when it says go, right on go. The quicker you hit the launch button when it says go, the better of a start you're going to get. Now, you don't always get a perfect start in live racing. Sometimes you're a tenth of a second off. Sometimes you're a tenth of a second too fast. Sometimes you're a tenth of a second too slow. It's not that often that you get a perfect launch where it says your start time was 0.00. If you saw that, that means you hit go at the perfect exact time. But usually it's always off by a tenth of a second or half of a tenth of a second or something. It's not easy to get a perfect start in this game. Alright, hopefully that pretty much makes the launch button clear for anybody who's having trouble with it. But just try and make sure you tap launch as soon as you want that car to take off. Alrighty, hope this helps. See you guys.